Welcome back to another Valorant study session. Today's subject will be Kiwi on the side of Footballists on their victory against 100 Thieves on Lotus. On this map, Kiwi was playing Neon, and we first saw Neon played by Cloud9 as sort of the, not the backup, but the initiator, and not in like an agent sense, but in terms of gameplay sense, just like the aggressive forward to sort of open up space for the chamber to try and pop off. Footballists, while they have the Neon, they do not have a chamber. Neon is very much going to be, at least as we're going to see, the win condition for the team on this map, as Kiwi gets a staggering 31 kills in this 13-9 series. So a very, very solid performance by Kiwi as an individual. But while we watch this series, I'm going to put some extra emphasis on studying Footballists' strategies going into this and how exactly they allow Kiwi to pop off so effectively on this agent. And here we go. The biggest thing to note on the side of 100 Thieves is that they actually have Cypher instead of Killjoy as that sort of lockdown agent, which is not something that I think is particularly effective on this map. But we'll see. Well, I mean, we know that they lose this one, but we'll see exactly what the effects of that are. But right off the bat, 100 Thieves starting on the attacking side, sending a couple of people up towards mid with a bit of a default spread across the map, seeing if Footballists are going to give them any initial contesting. A bit of information landed on both sides. It's not going to be a huge rotation, though, just because of how few people Maj was able to spot out from this A push, but the rest of the team is going to follow up. Captain has already taken a lot of HP from a little bit of an engagement at mid, so this is going to be a full retake play. A smoke does come out from across B from Mr. Fallen, but Bang with an immediate headshot onto Maj, and Captain goes down as well, so the site has been given up. It looks like they're going to try and defense this. Footballists not going to let the plant go down, or at least that's what their intent was. A couple of trades back and forth. This is heavily favoring 100 Thieves right now. Kiwi and Kiraxis both have 100 HP, and they're dealing some good damage with Austin to takes down. It's just all into Kiwi right now. 1 versus 3. Yeah, gonna get a little bit of damage, but once they were onto the site, Footballists, you have to imagine that if they just waited to try and retake that, would have been more effective. But at the same time, 2 members trapped onto the site. If those 2 members, if the Sage and Killjoy, the Captain and Maj, if they were able to get 1 or 2 kills between them, would have been a much different story. But the slow walk past tree, past rubble, catching Footballists off guard, definitely got them this pistol round. Heavy save on the side of Footballists, not investing anything into this round. They want the strongest anti-bonus round they can have. 2 members caught at mid, information towards 100 Thieves, but Kiwi is going to stay up close, actually looking to be pushing out. 100 Thieves going to be taking this one very, very slow. They want to make sure that they can not get caught off by any sort of aggressive buy, because they're not sure that Football is saved into this one just yet. They haven't had any contact. With this shorty here, okay. Bit too much damage. Kiwi's going to back away briefly, but still wants to try and take this fight. It's a really good position for this sawed-off shotgun. And the smoke's also going to come in, and that makes 100 Thieves way too uncomfortable to push through that into a choke point. Football's doing a really good job of not giving up too much information, not giving up too many opportunities for 100 Thieves to find an opening starting pick. But, oh, Bang finds that tag through the smoke. Definitely lucky to be able to have found that one, but they're going to roll away from this. I think that's just because Stellar on the opposite side, backed up by Cryo, have found out that, hey guys, A is wide open. Let's just go here for free. Stellar's in a really good position to cut off anyone who's on an initial rotation. But Footballists, they know without any continual hit onto C after that first frag, they are very well aware that it's likely going to be a rotation. So they're here with good time, but the plant is still going to come in, and 100 Thieves are already in a really solid post-plant position right now.
That's the kind of time where Stella was really coming alive.
And Footballists, they don't have any signs of wanting to go for this. They don't want to give over their ult orbs to give 100 Thieves even more economy going into the next few rounds. So they're going to stay, go up with the spike, but try not to give their lives away to the attackers themselves. And 100 Thieves, there's no reason for them to try and hunt anyone. They know that's just pistols, so what are they really removing?
It's going to be an extremely good bonus round.
It's not worth them losing even a Spectre against Footballists. They're in an opportunity right now to try and run away with the economy here.
I guess 3 if you include the operator, but one of them is going to be Moj,
So a solid round.
holding A, and they throw that deep knife. And the other one is where they try and play really aggressive for A rubble control, and that's Kiwi's
Okay,
job.
round 3.
And I think that's what they're going
Bonus
to
round.
here, and that again is going to ask another question of 100 Thieves. Have you got what it takes to deal with this? Because we actually saw
Didn't get a
this
chance
real
to
well
spot their
when Football
buys
played against RRQ.
just yet. We'll see when we get away from the scoreboard.
And they're going to try and take control of it, but RRQ just threw out a single stun and it all fell to pieces. The 2 or 3 rounds where they tried this, Footballists did not get very much success.
Okay. Looks to be a pretty heavy A stack from both sides, actually. We've seen Neon go very forward. Yeah, okay, gonna be swinging around the side, playing the side of Rubble, with Sage playing on Tree itself. And that's enough pressure with the fast lane and now the Sage wall for 100 Thieves to want to move away from this. And it's called. You already see on the minimap just how fast Kiwi on Neon is on this map. Not going to be in time to stop the hit, but Mr. Fallen is there for a 1-for-1. Kiwi all in the smoke. Thought for a second of pushing through, but instead they're going to try and play for retake. It's a 4 versus 4, and it's good damage favoring Football. It's just looking at the health bars of 100 Thieves. Maj is looking for a flank through mid, but Bang catches Kiwi off, so not going to have an opportunity into this round to try and retake this. But Maj with a really good shot here. Finds a second, and Maj is absolutely popping off here. Derek is making this close, but 4 kills coming in from mid. Didn't see a lot of them, but I imagine that there were just some clean headshots on individual duels.
When you're facing against a team that's excellent at trading, you have to expose the tiniest part of your body.
Yeah, that's just duels. No cover, swinging out, finding the heads.
Not going for the classic Turkish
Just aim diff,
because that would open
as the kids say.
Played that one beautifully and won every 1v1.
And that's gonna make Maj even closer to that Killjoy ultimate.
100 Thieves look like they're just giving a rubble to Footballist, and I don't like that. That means that 100 Thieves and Stellar,
Yeah, just one away from that ultimate. Also knows one away himself from the KO ultimate.
Of course, it was still a decent bonus, so Footballists have the economic disadvantage.
Still a default from the attacking side. A little bit leaning towards Mound here with just the Cypher blocking off A, and it's going to be, looking at the map, it's going to be a similar approach that we saw from the previous round. Just taking control of Tree and Rubble. Okay, now that Asuna has the ultimate, they're going to be looking to use that to go into the next round here. You would imagine, especially if they can find an opening pick, but it's going to be Asuna and Stellar at mid. Neon hasn't left A at all. They haven't found contact anywhere, so there's no call for rotation just yet. And actually now, 100 Thieves are moving in towards Tree. The wall breaks, and he's going to be in earshot to know that there is at least a few players here. Oh yeah. Jump spotted something and going to back away from this. Not pulling a rotation, though, from the rest of the map, just because 100 Thieves have shown that they are willing to bounce back and forth, waiting for Footballists to give them an opening. So Footballists are not going to give them that opportunity for that opening, and instead force 100 Thieves to commit to a fight where they might not feel 100% comfortable with just yet. Fallen with the nice flash out, going to send that through. Good timing, but it's not going to stop down the push just yet. Also not going to swing forward, not to the far back of sight. Fallen has an opportunity here, lands a nice tag with Derek with the good correction. Austin with the kill as well. So able to get 2 kills before they get the plant down. Though Kiwi with really good shot swinging in from top of sight. That's a 3rd right there. They know that the plant is coming down. Gonna pop the ultimate to try and get the secure. It does go down, maybe a little too over aggressive, but Kiraxis is able to isolate that. The plant still hasn't happened, and not playing time, but still gonna go for the shot. So Kiraxis is able to clutch this one out in a 1 versus 2. But really good pressure from Kiwi there, from the top platform, to not even allow the spike plant to go down. So that already is a quick, simple example of the speed of Neon already being here onto the site. Even though 100 Thieves are on the site itself, just that little bit of added pressure, that little bit of damage, that little bit of aggression made that 100 Thieves, like, they kept reaching for it, they kept grabbing, but they could never get a full grip onto the site for the spike plant, for the post plant control. Now it's going to be a bit of a light buy onto 100 Thieves. Still not the best buy for Footballists. They have 2 Spectres in play. But because of this buy, you can already see Neon actually playing pretty far back, wanting to use the weapon advantage. Cryo doesn't find anything with the ultimate. Maj is able to get 1 kill onto Asuna, and so this explosive entry onto B kind of backfires. Derek is able to plant though, but the Killjoy ultimate does come out. And I think this is gonna pull them away. Yeah, the spike plant was pulled off. They didn't commit to it just yet. Really good smoke coming out, but Kiwi just firing through that, able to find a kill. Might have dealt some extra damage to Cryo as well. So all this running around the map, 100 Thieves, they've just been taking damage bit by bit. And now Kiwi here is still going to continue to try and add pressure. Dropping down to lower. But Bang wants to put... Oh, looking the other way. Unlucky with that one. And now Kiwi just falls onto the site with the rest of the team. 3 kills on the round. And they're going to have a really solid defuse. Not losing a single person. Not taking a single point of damage, actually. That was that controlled.
And also just good awareness from Kiwi of the timings when to span through these smokes. I guess that one's...
Yeah, it was a really good opening shot by Maj. A little bit of disconnect there. You have to imagine from 100 Thieves speaking out before the smoke is fully bloomed.
He's so fast rotating around the map. And it looks like, again, Footballists are going to try and control a rubble.
That may end up being a continual issue for 100 Thieves, but it's going to be a full buy across the board, both teams.
They're going to be stunned up and they're going to have a neon pressure in them immediately.
Maj is... Okay, no. But to say Maj is lacking a little bit of utility, but that's because it's already been placed. Fast lane coming out towards A once again, swinging around rubble, Sage at tree, same old plan. And once again, 100 Thieves, they're not going to be taking this aggressively. I mean, with this one-way smoke also in play coming out from Mr. Fallen, this is just a lot of resources deployed on A main to not allow 100 Thieves really in control here. That's the position that a lot of attackers traditionally have gone for. I say traditionally because this is still a pretty new map. But that's sort of where the meta has been leaning, and this is a really effective way for Footballists to just shut that down. And already, Neon's at mid as well.
It's 100 Thieves left in a 4v5.
And if Footballists can win on this side,
It's going to be another approach onto C. Derek with the Fade ultimate, trying to give some extra advantage, but Cryo's not able to make it to the back of sight. Must be intentional at this point to just try and make it past that first lip, not wanting to go to the second set of stairs. But it's also going to be an Astra ultimate as well to allow the safe plant. This is going to be a plant for Mount. No one's playing there just yet, but it's going to be an easy retreat, easy egress. Smoke onto Mount is going to block that one off. Really good play coming out from Mr. Fallen, but they still need to push onto the site. Kiwi's able to get one trade, actually able to get the second onto Derek once Cryo also went down. And now it's just a 4 versus 2. Playing aggressively out towards Mount. Still finds a really nice headshot. Now it's down to a 1v1 all of a sudden. Bang with the 2. Smoke does go out, trying to find the lineup, and Stellar is able to land that. So good recovery there by Bang, especially. It was a good approach by Footballists to trying to retake Mount in that fashion, just throwing bodies at the problem and also using the actual Mount itself to separate the two individual players holding it, but Bang just shot better that round. And that is going to help equalize the economy a little bit. Still favoring 100 Thieves a touch, but Kiwi also has an op into play. This could be big, and not actually playing onto A this time around, swapping places for a brief moment. Going to be taking that op outside Mound and actually getting an opening pick onto Bang and immediately backing away. Look at that Neon rotation on the map. Essentially beating 100 Thieves retreat from Mound. And already able to contest A. Cryo, we see here, is going to be here at mid. Spots the smoke coming out, has a rough estimate of where the Omen threw that, but is not going to throw the paint shells in that direction. Sort of just a blind throw, just for what? Nothing really. Now it's another bit of a slowdown for 100 Thieves. Kiwi already here at the operator once again. If he's able to find a pick on the opposite side of the map, this is going to just completely throw 100 Thieves for a loop. Fade Eye comes out. Nice wall at the last second. Does stall Stellar for a brief moment. Can't fully flood into the back of A just yet. Paint shells come out to try and clear some space. Lands a really nice headshot. That's going to give him the ultimate for the Cypher upload. This is going to give 100 Thieves a really good opportunity, but they're not going to be pushed onto the A side. They're in fact going to go towards B. They see that it's free. A good guess that it's free even without the neural theft, but that's only going to confirm that. And just the positioning post plants from 100 Thieves looking really, really good right now. Oops, spots a barrel. Maj going for the shots. But Captain does get a revive to sort of equalize things further. Spikeone's been down for a little bit though. They got to go fast. They can't waste too much time. A good smoke is going to cut Derek off. Able to isolate the KO, but Asuna is able to drop Kiwi. Multiple players swing out, gets another one. And now it's all into Derek. Tries to get one. The spike coming through halfway. Whew, but Captain can't quite win both those duels. Spins around 180. Plus the higher round, plus the higher. What's what 180 and then up? We're throwing some extra degrees for that one, but made it close. But 100 Thieves still able to clutch that one out. That's going to put Footballers a bit of a low buy, but it was a save actually. Maybe a couple of sheriffs is about it. Really good headshot here from Asuna, and getting that second. Those two duels very likely was the factor that won 100 Thieves the round, as well as the mid-round call from the neural theft. But they've been having to spin wide ranges across the map, and I imagine that Kiwi's Neon is definitely a factor in trying to hurt them in certain ways. 3 pistols pushing down tree, triple peek. Really good shot from Kirax, and that's going to be a potential weapon picked up, taking it a little slow. Recognizes that shots could be coming through that wall, doesn't only blocks vision, not bullets.
Nice monetary upgrade in the form of that rifle.
We'll see if that Vandal can't get them anything though, because the rest of 100 Thieves are already on the C site, knowing there to try and stop them.
This time it looks like they are trying to fight as well towards the
Kirax spots at least one. Should know that there was an opportunity for a second to walk through that smoke, but Captain is there for a nice shot onto Bang. More aggressive pushes for the defense, not allowing anyone to push on in, but it's really good trades with these pistols. Really good trades with these pistols. And oh no. Derek running out of ammo at the end there with 2 from Football is still up. Able to get the defuse with the Thrifty. Upgrade 2 rifles. I understand 100 Thieves call to not allow them in to this choke point to try and control this, but oh, Bang swinging out as a solo is definitely a bit too fast. Good recovery. Okay. Skip through the timeout. Don't need to be watching this one. 4-4 already though. No one's really gotten a stranglehold on the economy just yet. But if Football is able to win this round, especially if they can save quite a few rifles, then we can start to see things build up in these final 4 rounds. 100 Thieves, they're sitting really precarious. Not that Football is particularly healthy either. If they lose this one, they're probably going to have to be on a bit of a half buy at the most. Slow orb comes out. The Sage is here. Sage playing mid rather than playing A, which is where Sage has been playing past couple of rounds. The majority of this half. They're going to continue to pressure that position. Stellar's going to lurk here outside of Mound if anyone wants to go aggressively on the side of Footballers, but no one's going to be taking the bait. Footballers have been playing this incredibly safe, incredibly conservative, only really going for aggressive pushes when they're on light buys. But 100 Thieves are still taking it very, very slow. They even break the wall, but a counter smoke comes out. Yeah, still not a single opportunity, not a single duel started by Footballers yet. They're just waiting for 100 Thieves to make the moves. 100 Thieves currently lurking up tree. Fade ult's gonna come out. Might be a bit of a fake, or it has to be a fake because no one else is at B. Everyone else is gonna be pushing in towards A. No information though. No visual information. And so the over rotate hasn't been called just yet. Now the rotate's going to be coming in towards A. Cryo Ultimate, second time, hasn't found anything. It's just going to be used to destroy a little turret. Spike does go down though. 5 versus 5, post-sent positioning is held. You can see the Cypher rotating through. Going to be a bit delayed on this one. But if 100 Thieves can hold down this site, the Cypher in the back could do a lot of work. Austin with a nice opening kill onto Kiwi. So Kiwi once again not able to find a lot of impact into this round of the retake, but Cryo holding one, gets a second. That's with the backup of Derek, of course, and Derek gets a third. Wild flash. It's all into Mr. Fallen right now. So a great hold from Door Room.
Watching this game so far, it feels like aim versus brain.
And after that round, I wonder if football is gonna maybe tighten the leash a little bit. Their conservative play perhaps might be giving 100 Thieves a bit too much space to work with. You do have to take a duel at some point. But they've been doing a really good job of mixing things up, not going for the same defensive default setup every round.
And they're only 5-4 up despite getting pistol and follow-up, because FUT are that dangerous.
And yeah, here's the light buy coming out from Footballers. There's a Guardian in the hands of Mr. Fallen, but everyone else's sheriffs are classics. One-way smoke, trying to give... Actually, it's going to open up a push by Kiwi. So yeah, going to go for a triple peek once again. Well, they hear people at mid. They're going to open up the door. This is a good opportunity, but Austin's going to be taking their heads off. Derek there as well. I don't mind the decision, but it isn't going to be effective now. This is a good opportunity for 100 Thieves to get a strong lead going into this. 5 versus 2. They should know that C is open now, especially that we have a couple numbers onto the side itself. But with the triple peek coming out of Mound, it's an easy call to just go towards C. And now all that Maj and Mr. Fallen can do is try and get some exits. Perhaps saving this Guardian. But he's on 2K as well, so we'll see. Oh, he's gonna peek out, try and stop the plant, but Derek pulls off of it just in time. And now Bang is there covering his planter this time around. 6 versus 4. Economy starting to look at 400 Thieves. Should be able to buy at least in the next round, likely the one after that.
But just taking a look at kind of the round in a replay, that 100 Thieves, that is how you deal with an eco round. Super ready for a push coming through. All of the players
they learned, yeah.
Really precise. That's what you expect.
Just echoing what Sideshow's talking about right now. They learned from that triple peek outside of A. Not to say that, I believe that was stellar when that happened. That triple peek on the eco from A. Not that he wasn't ready for it, but definitely prepared for it this time around.
They are actually following that KO.
But Kiwi has the op once again. Spots the shoulder, is going to take that one. It looked to be completely unexpected. The gun wasn't even out for Stellar as he swung around Mound. Bit of a missed timing there, you have to imagine. Not going to be a rotate this time from Kiwi. Last time we saw the op pick on C, it was immediately rotated towards A. But yeah, now that the push is coming in towards A, it's going to be a rotate. See how fast Kiwi can get here.
Nobody's just hiding behind these boxes. Okay, spam down the wall, why not?
Another ult from Derek. Going to be sending it up A. Cryo with a kill onto Captain. This is a 4 versus 3. So a good correction there and a nice swing through break room. And now she's sending it to the back, but Kiwi has the lineup. Expected it. Operator in position. Can't push any further though. Quite a bit of utility is going to be locking the rest of Footballers out of this one. And that was a nice knife to catch the KO with the last spot. Here's the thing though. Here's the thing about Neon. As fast as that character can rotate, could even be coming in from A into the break door. Caraxis, yeah, a bit of a disconnect there with the push. Definitely Kiwi probably got stalled by the flash. Let's watch that one again just to see how that push happened.
Still looks like they actually want to fight this one. A flash ready in the hands of Asinado. Bit of a pre-fire. They see the stars down. Now the wall.
So wall comes in. Looks to be a single play, a single push. Where? Okay. So Kiwi was trading from an operator to a Vandal. I wonder if the comms were a bit not tight there for Footballers because Kirax is pushing as a solo. Yeah, just a little bit of a misplay there. Yeah. But still, 100 Thieves. Good finish on their 3 versus 2. And now we're going to the final round of the first half. Our economy is not looking good for Footballers. It's not going to be the best buy. Already see a Bulldog in play. So on the defensive side, Kiwi's getting some good picks, but hasn't particularly popped off just yet.
Round 9 really was the pivotal turning point.
14 kills is still really good.
But after they managed to cement the
And
victory
I mean, I
there,
guess it's on track for the 31. A little shy of it.
Next one's going to be an important one for FUT. That same pressure being applied towards A main. You can see the knife
Let's
as
see
well.
what happens.
By Kiwi.
See if they can't win this final one. Neon once again playing out towards A.
They've been playing most of these attack rounds.
It's been a while since Neon's played in that position.
the only unusual thing is that Bang was using an attack.
But no one's peeked. Gonna be leaving Omen there once again, playing on Rubble, the traditional spot for the Omen. Out towards A. Neon's gonna be rotating in through break room into B. And getting ready to pull back and have another swing over towards C, which is where 100 Thieves are going.
Two players holding it down. They're going to have to be the difference maker.
Cryo double blast pack play, perhaps?
Old grab by Cryo. Not doesn't have
Right into
the rocket launcher just yet. Mosh swings out, gets taken out by Derek, and Asuna with a second kill as well. So this is a huge entry play here, just completely off of contact. No real utility utilized for that push. And now with the Astro Wall. But Kiwi has an ult and a Vandal. Oh, ult gets cancelled by the KO suppression.
This is going to be difficult. There is a res online. The captain could try and bring somebody back right behind the wall there. What do they want to opt for? Pushing forward.
Maj gets revived.
Still that incredibly good post
This makes things a little more even. Derek and Austin are very, very low.
Lockdown's going to be used. This is gonna
And now the defender Killjoy as well. So this is attempting to push 100 Thieves away, but they're not falling away just yet. They know that they fall away. It's going to be a defuse. Whew, Cryo doesn't find any with the ultimate again. And it's going to be a push out towards Mound to try and take these last three members. Bang finds two. Is there time to stop the defuse? Can he get and figure out what the lineup is? Has to reload. The time just is not there. Finds the kill at the end, but it doesn't matter because we're swapping rounds. Economy is not a thing. Well, the economy gets completely reset.
It certainly is respectable. 5-7 footballist.
So ultimately, this is a really good half for 100 Thieves. Kiwi had 15 kills, and a lot of them were on opening duels with the operator or not. So the fact that they were able to find either trade picks across the map or even just pushing in a 4 versus 5 in a number of different rounds is really, really good. And even just looking at that brief scoreboard, if I may, the fact that, I don't know if you can see my mouse or not, but the fact that almost every single round that Footballists won on the defensive side were defuses shows just how effective 100 Thieves were able to get those spike plants down. But I'm really excited to watch this second half. Kiwi gets 16 kills in the next. Because it ends 13-9. I'm not gonna do the math, but he gets even more kills per round this half. So I'm really excited to see what Neon can really do on the attacking side. But this is where I am worried about Stellar playing the Cypher. I mean, only 4 kills, not making a lot of impact already. And I don't know if the tripwires and the camera will really be enough to trade to try and parallel KJ's mollies and turret. The mollies especially that are just very effective in these tight choke points entering sites. Especially on B and C.
Where 100 Thieves don't know what's coming at them in the second half. I think if Footballists are going to deliver an upset result, it's got to happen right here.
Starts here.
And that means the pistol is crazy important, Paper X.
Okay.
Just a cue Preston to begin.
Okay.
I think Footballists should not be allowed
Knife aimed.
to get into those comfortable post-plant systems. But here we go, into the pistol round. And
Get
this
some
one
information at B.
Might mean everything. And Josh, you said they shouldn't be allowed to get into those comfortable post-plant situations, but sometimes...
Aggressive push by Kiwi with the frenzy. This is definitely what you want to use. The pistol you want to use on this agent on the attacking side. Just swinging, sliding. Excuse me. Ooh, just swinging and sliding forward. And now they're going to be going through door. Flash comes out, doesn't... It might have tagged the KO, but either way, they're going to get onto the side. Bang with a good opportunity here. Not able to find the shots, however. And now they're isolating Asuna. Needs to go big. Can't find anything. Maj another kill. Kiwi swings out the side, drops Stellar, and now it's all on to Derek. Sneaking in from B, 1 versus 4, almost impossible. 1 versus 3, a little more possible now.
Would have been good at not allowing any of those isolated one-on-one fights.
Derek's also been really effective on the entries on the first half. 14 kills himself.
Trying to take this fight. He doesn't know where they are. There's a crossfire.
Has to peek corners, finds a second. But it was a very, very hard push. The fact that he was able to make it, get 2 kills in the 1-on-4 is really good already. Builds up the Fate ult further. Yeah, and just that swing out from the side.
Backstabbing Asuna and gives all of the info to the rest of his team on where Asuna's playing. 100 Thieves had no idea that Kiwi had gotten that deep. This Neon.
How deep can Kiwi get this round? Quite a few rifles. Gonna need to try and play this one safely so they don't give anything away. A lot of resources, almost all the resources placed out towards mid by 100 Thieves. Football is slowing this one down.
100 Thieves knocked down to that eco round.
This turret's going to be really crucial.
The way that 100 Thieves are grouped up doesn't seem to be pressuring.
This gives Fun a little information to peek out. Doesn't catch the ult grab. Ult orb grab. A little bit just too late for that. And now 100 Thieves with a really good call that it's going to be going towards C. Good angle held by Kiwi though. Able to get 1. Gets the second and the third. Great play right now. Now the wall also comes up. Spike plant goes down. Kiwi continuing to play aggressively. Does give his life away for that. But the gun not in a position to be picked up by the defenders. Okay, a little bit more damage is coming out. Football might want to slow this one down. Trying not to lose any more rifles into this. Fallen finds Derek. It's all onto 1. It's all onto Austin to find any more damage. Scalp spotted from both sides. And now, ooh, the angle. Karax is trying to find it. Austin gets another. So 2 kills for 100 Thieves. Some economic damage, but all 3 rifles have been kept by Footballers, which is what you want. You don't buy those Spectres to die, but you kind of buy the Spectres to die. Ooh, really good 3-piece by Kiwi. That's going to be ult charged up. Round 3 ultimate from Neon. 20 kills already. So there's 7 more rounds to get 11 kills.
They make sure that, listen, they're going to be winning the first fight, then the next one, then the next one.
Ooh.
That's what you
Slowing it down. Fallen catches some utility at mid.
Over and over again in these rounds.
I mean, at the moment, 100 Thieves just need to shut down Kiwi.
I think Kiwi just slid into Mound. Yeah, okay, activating the run.
Some of them were farmed there on the eco players, but even before that, he was dominating.
And just a little bit of presence being shown. There was a haunt to re-clear through sand on the seaside of the map there.
Yeah, put a little bit of pressure at Mound, put a little pressure at mid, but it's going to be a full pack play out from through A.
There's a couple of trips here. The first one for
Stellar, did he spot that? I think he might have gone into his camera briefly, but no one's looking that direction. Kiwi pulls out the ult, but immediately taken out. Again, I think this is the second time that we saw the ultimate get nothing from the side of Kiwi, but a good smoke to not allow anyone from heaven to stop the spike plant from going down. And now a sage wall as well to slow the approach down, but now that it's broken, need to worry about the fights. Turret also gets immediately deleted. It's not able to be there for the information. Grenades and flashes all come out. Captain able to get around the corner just in time for Kiraxis to peek out. And oh, Mr. Fallen there with amazing shots, amazing swings. So great post-plant hold from Footballist.
With another post plant that they're allowed to get into and get comfortable at, and the positioning is nice.
Yeah, that stat that we saw coming in from halftime about their post plants have been what, 89%. Looking like it's still pretty good. Still pretty good. I mean, I'm like, come on, okay. You can't blame Kiwi for that one. Asuda's just able to find kills through smokes like that.
Then they look scary good. I think one of the weaknesses of Footballist is they're not able to construct that on the fly very quickly. But if you give them 5-10 seconds...
Neon once again going out towards Mound, going out towards B, but it's double pressure at A. Ooh. Oh, I think... Let's see, did Bank spot that? Bank might have spotted that with the initial shoulder peek. Let's rewatch. Ooh, might have spotted that. Almost lines up for the headshot, but Kiwi is just that much better this time around. So another opening kill. Ooh, Mr. Fallen with another kill onto Stellar right when the smoke fades. Ready for it. And now that they have all 5 members here on the side of A, it's completely empty. Or at least, well, we know it's empty. They don't necessarily know that it's empty. Thus, we see the Omen flash as well as the fast lane come in. But now they know. Smoke also comes out, because at this point they know there's going to be people in heaven. And to be fair, this was a light buy for 100 Thieves the whole time. But it's good that footballers are still taking this slow. I say that, Kiwi never takes anything slow. Consider the shot onto Derek. Also did Cryo left. See, they want to try and remove these rifles and deal some damage, but really solid hold once again from Footballists. 9-7, 2-round lead. But another buy is going to come in from 100 Thieves.
This next one is another pivotal round.
Derek has to light armor it, but everyone else looks to be at max.
And the swing for the rest of the half. I think you're seeing another one right here.
Yeah, the same applies. Yeah, absolutely.
Round 17, going into it, 100 Thieves have got to win this one. They're a few away from some massive ultimates. But I think one of the big problems, 100 Thieves have not been able to control A rubble at all. Now they're putting a bit more of an emphasis there. Got to seize, I believe.
Yeah, let's see what Neon does here out at A main. Not going to be a fast lane push. It's just going to be a slide immediately out towards tree, trying to get here at first contact. Smoke also stops anyone in Asana's position. At A stairs from too much covering fire. But there wasn't any isolated individuals just past tree for footballers trying to take that fight. So instead they're going to immediately back away, and already they're at mound. Ready to take this contact onto the C site. Smokes, flashes, knives, everything, all to push. Bang away. Maj is there with the 2-piece onto doors. It's very loud. You know, you always know when it's opening, and even, the minimap even tells you. They really want you to know, and Maj is able to take advantage of that. Gets 2 kills there. And now another post plan for Footballists. Ooh, just a little bit of a slow walk onto the spike itself, using the smoke to try and isolate little corners, little fights, but Derek with a couple of shots as well. Oh, man, looked like it was on for even more. But Captain's there. Yeah, this is looking really good for Footballists. It's not even Neon specifically. Basically what we're learning here is that it's not that Kiwi is able to pilot Neon in a way that with the abilities to take over this map. It's just Kiwi is really, really good at opening picks. I mean, it's trying to... Discussing and sort of theorizing and breaking down Valorant can be very difficult at times because of the relationship between... A player's aim is their aim. They click heads because they're able to click heads. Now, what the agent that they pick, how that sort of influences how they play, can, you know, obviously it gives them different tools to have advantageous gunfights, advantageous whatever. But there's always going to be a area of unknown of, on paper, this is the best agent. But if this individual is better at this other agent, similar to, I guess, a good example here would be Stellar playing Cypher instead of Killjoy on this map. Like, on paper, Killjoy should be the better agent for Lotus. But if Stellar is a lot more comfortable on Cypher, then, you know, it's like, at what point do you got to let a player play what they're good at here? So what I mean is that, I mean, Kiwi... Hard to tell where the Neon starts and ends on allowing Kiwi to get all these opening kills. Definitely the speedy runs has been utilized in a couple of different occasions to allow Kiwi to get into those positions, to maybe get in position before 100 Thieves was really ready for it. But a lot of those opening kills are just really good op shots as well. So
question is, who really pushes up? Does anyone try and take this space?
100 Thieves now, bit of a half buy here. I mean, it's armor, but it's also not very good weapons. They're buying what they can while still having enough to full buy next round. Lost streak allows them to buy this much at least. Fallen's pushing out. Takes a lot of damage, but is able to drop Cryo. So at least should be happy with that one.
So dangerous from Mr.
Ooh,
Farmer.
Kiwi with a bit of a fake, trying to see if anyone wants to push out from 100 Thieves with hearing that
YOLO, but whatever, he has a better gun, so he ends
ability
up
activation.
positive side of it and gets a heal
But
from
100
it.
Thieves are not going to be taking the bait.
He's dealt with it.
Spike still hasn't committed one way or the other.
Yeah, and a bit of a disconnect now as we enter that mid-round.
And 100 Thieves don't
Yeah.
tend to be that dangerous on these rounds. Their player quality is really high.
They
Just as high
they
as
pushed aggressively once. You don't really want to do that too much though,
that they don't
even if you're
actually
on
have that many
a bit of a
right
force, a
opportunities
bit of a
to
light
play.
buy.
Yeah,
They
I
don't
will say,
create chaos.
FUT are now wading into the site. There's 2 players holding this one, including
Nothing's been seen. Let's see. Was it? Yeah. Okay. So we saw previously. Another reason why a push hasn't come out is because
Thinking he wasn't going to go for that play, and he's just YOLO. But whatever, he has a better gun, so he ends up on the.
yeah. So this one. Okay. So holding off of 100 Thieves, holding off of Kiwi's bait here
right up close.
Thinking he wasn't going to go for that play, and he's just
was
YOLO. But whatever, he has
definitely
a better
just
gun, so he
trying to
ends
play
up
safe
on
and
the
conservative.
positive
But then
side
you
of
see
it.
on the minimap a knife does come out, not going to catch anyone
He's dealt with it.
at A. The smoke fades.
Bit of a disconnect now as we enter
Asuna
that
hasn't
mid-round.
seen anyone. So it's going to be, ooh, an initial rotate, but the fact that there still hasn't been any contact anywhere
Is really high, just as high as a footballist.
has them rethink this. And already you see Asuna and Derek back over towards A. Still see nothing again. Gonna rotate back over towards
They
C.
don't create chaos.
The attacking side, like they have the clock that they need to play around. It's down to 25 seconds. They need to make this push now. But by not doing anything, it's made 100 Thieves really double, triple guess what the attackers were doing. That sort of meant that their timing seemed to be a little bit off here. They push in. Kiwi's able to find one. Good shot from Bang to drop Maj. Can't find anything else, but that's what Austin is here to do. Trying to go for more. Finds a lot of kills. A lot of collats. And then Bang is there to follow up. So, I mean, Asuna did get there in time. Ooh.
100 Thieves
Just clean share of shots.
comments back to me. That is ridiculous from Asuna.
And just the spacing from FUT there, just not wide enough.
Oh, man. I think that was 2 kills with 1 bullet as well.
Lined it up perfectly for him. All he's got to do is rattle them away one after
Wow.
the other.
And I think, Brent, you were right on the money there. Too many
Oop,
footsteps
coach is not happy with that one.
from FUT. And
Football still have a good
100
lead though, so no need to panic just yet.
And just like that, they're
And yeah,
back.
they had the economy. If they were put down into a save run here, that'd be really, really bad. But it's going to be heavy pressure outside towards A. They immediately take out the Fade Eye. Already going to be calling a rotation. At least a couple of members in from C. They're not pushing too much further, but there's not a lot of vision onto A, especially because of that Omen smoke. Now the break room door does go.
With all these smokes blocking his line of sight angles with how far back
That's obviously going to be giving a little bit more information, but
defensive hole for 100 Thieves as they have pulled over.
yeah, another smoke comes on in. This should be a full rotation coming in from mid for 100 Thieves. This is the hallmark of a spike committal towards the A site from Footballists. Ooh, Cryer with another ultimate. Can he find anything this time around? Still unable to find any contact there. Trades coming in, slightly favoring Footballists. The Asuna ultimate, though, is still ringing through.
Nobody can wade past.
Oh, now it's just Stellar and Bang down there. Not too keen going for this one, but Bang finds a headshot. This could open it up further, but Kurax is there.
He's gonna be on 70 health. Drops down.
Stellar 1 versus 2.
1v2. Players low, but the angle not
Captain
afforded to
just
him.
really nice headshots there.
What a finish to that one. 11th round gained here for FUT. And climbing
Again,
ever
another
so
post-ban
closer
hold.
to that critical map 1 win.
Just when 100 Thieves pull out magic to get back into the map, Footballists slam the
Okay,
ball in
guys,
the face
Kiwi
once
is at 25 right now. Been a bit of a slow attacking half, but we have
Cryo try and get back into somewhere with his
4
ult.
rounds to
He
go
doesn't have a great
for
read on
Kiwi
where
to
fire
get
it. It looks
6
awkward. He's not
kills.
taking as much space as possible. I think maybe, and it's still a bit too early to say, but maybe you're starting to see
I
some
mean,
of
what?
that
That's 1.5 kills around. That's a really good number, just even in these final 6. Ooh, fast lane, but the knife slows them down. They're recognizing. Okay, how much utility did we see actually come out here? Hard to tell exactly what
It's always a possibility.
Footballists interacted with directly,
A lot of people from 100
but it was
Thieves that
enough
think
for them to
that
fall
utility
away.
on a rubble, and it's again going to put pressure on Bang. We saw him just have to retreat last
Kiwi
time.
just pushing on in, very far ahead. Actually going to get taken out by Bang because of that, but Bang does still fall away. And so despite Kiwi losing his life, it is still going to be an effective push in regards to getting the site, to getting the spike plant. And we know how good Footballist post plants are.
Derek opens up the door. This is dangerous, but Cryo's watching the other
Door
side.
fight won this time around by 100 Thieves. Stellar also gets some shots in. Kiwi was revived and immediately taken out once again. So yeah, the Neon's not really getting a lot of use here, and well, the post plans weren't effective this time around. Really good retake here by 100 Thieves, only losing one individual in all of that, and it wasn't even Bang.
Yeah, this map has been insane so far. 100 Thieves are refusing to give up. Every time it looks like they're out of the map.
Just look at the scoreline on the side of 100 Thieves. We're focusing on Kiwi here, but 19 for Asuna, 19 for Derek, 15 for Bang. And only at Cryo do we start to tie up with everyone who is not Kiwi on the side of football list.
And he got massive results out of it.
The fact that he even gets one kill there, fully blinded up, I think, from the paranoia.
Okay, 3 rounds for 6 kills. That's 2 kills a round.
And stopping from footballers feeling comfortable for the rest of 100 Thieves to get their value.
Heavy presence though.
Bit of a dash to the side. Neon now at Rubble. Doesn't want to commit. The rest of the team hasn't really been able to follow up just yet.
And this can get dangerous.
Carlo does get taken out. And now Kiwi wants to go for a peek.
Slight angle there, the door being open means that Derek does have an avenue to escape.
Austin with a relocation into door room. Just opening the door itself applies pressure, and Kiwi has to hold this angle just in case anyone wanted to push out through that. But this was a nice camera here from Stellar to call that no one's peeking aggressively in from Mound. And so you can see on the minimap the defensive side is still sort of favoring B. They have to back away from A. They don't want to hold on to it too harshly. Yeah, those 2 bodies spotted. It's going to call a rotation. Not so heavily. They want to make sure that they're not over-rotated, because they could still be a back away. But this Maj Killjoy ultimate should allow them access onto the side if they want to run through that smoke. But a nice one-way. Going to be coming out of Stellar. Makes it more difficult. And 100 Thieves assumed that it would be a rotation into B, but instead, no. Footballers are still going to commit onto C. But that rotate's still going to allow them a pincer move as they try and retake the C site. Spike plant already down. Maj has been playing back just to watch for a far rotation. Door has been opened, but the main push is going to be coming here from Waterfall. Cryo finds 1, Cryo finds 2, but Kiwi's going to be swinging out, finds 2 kills on his own. Bang and Derek do trade this back. It's all to Maj in a 1 versus 3. Spike has been planted for him. Able to find 1, able to find 2. Now it's all into a 1-on-1. A good smoke comes into play, but Maj still has the lineup.
12 to 9, the Red Bull clutch. What a difference maker.
Incredibly good idea in the round from Footballist as well. It's Maj who
A
opens
nice rotation, a nice adjustment from the Killjoy ultimate. 100 Thieves with a nice adjustment once the attackers use their Killjoy ultimate, but still Maj with the amazing clutch there at Mound. Okay, guys, this is the final round, and Kiwi still has to get to 31. We have 4 kills about to come out from Kiwi. Okay, what's Kiwi? Okay, Kiwi once again aggressively out towards Mound, finds 1 right before the smoke balloons. Might actually have been flashed while getting the shot in Asuna, so that's 1. Where are the next 2 going to be coming from? Oh, this is an aggressive move coming out from 100 Thieves. They really want to retake A, but Kiwi is here, as well as Mr. Fallen. It's all into Bang, and Kiwi wants to get 31. Really wants that number. Already broke 30, able to isolate Bang in the backside. And so, in a 1 second, let's watch that one again, because it was so short.
Exactly where they needed on that amazing plant position.
This is the most we've seen any fighting happening around A. Usually there's on the rounds that this happens, there's quite a bit of utility thrown out from both sides. But either Footballists back away, or 100 Thieves sort of back away, leaving 1 person in break room, 1 person at stairs. And then like that slowly fades away into maybe like 1 on A side itself, 2 on B, 2 on C, etc. But 100 Thieves really, really wanted to fight for a tree this time. Perhaps to trade out the loss of Asuna. And they have, okay, so it's because they have the smoke. This rewind's going to be a bit whack, I apologize. But it's because they have the smoke here.
Against that rotating door from B.
I'll pause at the proper time this time around.
As you said, Brent, tap, 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 exactly where they needed on that amazing plant position. It's all off the lockdown.
I mean, that's a great shot by Kiwi, regardless. But this smoke here that we see in front of us, that might be what 100 Thieves are playing off of. I mean, they're definitely playing off of it, but in this instance might be what's having them call this. Oh, and Cryo just really wanted to use this ult, but again, Cryo's Raze ults have been really bad. I just have to say. I mean, I love Cryo. I think he's definitely a top duelist in North America, but on Jet is his agent, not Raze. But immediately with that aggressive push, it was 3 bodies being thrown at Tree. That's more than we've seen footballers have to really deal with anytime. So 100 Thieves changing up that tempo, definitely a really good move to try and switch things up. Ultimately, the lessons that we've learned here is I wouldn't go so far to say that just off of this performance alone that Neon is a must pick on this map. However, I do think that Kiwi, if you're as comfortable on Neon as Kiwi is, you can make it work with Neon being your primary aggro win condition. As I said previously, we saw Neon playing in conjunction with Chamber. At the end of the day, that we see Neon in a completely different composition just shows how flexible agent picks are really becoming, especially on Lotus. And again, I'll say what I said on my previous map discussing Lotus, or my previous video discussing Lotus, but we might see a more finalized agent meta on this map as time goes on, like we did / still kind of do with other maps. But at the same time, what we're seeing with a lot of the other maps is that agent picks are becoming a lot more flexible and very much dependent in part on what your players are comfortable with and what really they can get the most out of. And for Kiwi, Neon is definitely on that list. Thanks for watching this episode of Valorant Study Sessions. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.